Hello again, Russell Mark from Go Shooting. In one of our earliest videos we discussed the basic stance to get you started in clay target shooting. Today I want to specifically talk about DTL, or American trap as it's sometimes known, and the different stances on the 5 different shooting stations that you need in that discipline. The down the line trap can throw random angles up to 22.5 degrees each side of centre. Now the 5 different shooting stations are placed on an arc 15 metres back from that trap and 3 metres apart. Because of this, the angle of the targets will vary between each stations. Therefore, we need to change our stance to maximise our chance of hitting the target. We previously discussed our basic stance by using an analogy of standing on a clock face. This is actually our stance on down the line station 3 for a right-handed shooter. Here we point our left foot at 1 o'clock or 30 degrees and our right foot at 2 o'clock or 60 degrees. Now when I move to the left side of the field, I'll have to open up my stance to cater for predominantly left-hand targets. When I move to the right, I'll have to square up my stance to cater for right-hand targets. If you're a left-hand shooter, you'll need to do the opposite.
This is a template from Station 1 showing where your legal targets can be thrown and why an open stance is very advantageous. On Station 5, everything is predominantly to the right, making a square stance of some benefit.
Let's quickly go through the 5 stations for a right-handed shooter. On Station 1 we adopt our most open stance because we can only get targets that are either straight or to the left. A common stance here is pointing your left foot straight towards the trap house or at 12 o'clock or 0 degrees. Your right foot on every station will be 1 hour or 30 degrees difference, therefore it will point at 1 o'clock. As we move to the stations on our right, we will slowly square up our stance and start catering for right-hand targets appearing. Here on Station 2, we simply add 1/2 an hour to each of our feet, therefore your left foot is at 12:30 and your right is at 1:30. Here again, Station 3, as we discussed, 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Station 4 becomes 1:30 and 2:30. And finally on Station 5, where we will only get straight targets or targets to the right, our stance becomes 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Let's quickly mirror these stances for our left-handed shooters. Station 1 becomes 9 o'clock on your left foot and 10 o'clock on your right foot. Station 2, 9:30 with your left, 10:30 with your right. Station 3, 10 o'clock on your left, 11 o'clock on your right. Station 4, 10:30 and 11:30. And finally Station 5 for left-hand shooters, 11 o'clock on your left foot and 12 o'clock on your right foot to open your stance completely up. Now you'll notice, to cut down the angles as much as possible, that your stance needs to be on the right-hand side of the box on Stations 1 and 2 and on the left-hand side of the box or the shooting square on Stations 4 and 5. Changing your stance on each station is just one small way to put the balance of probabilities back in your favour. This will help you get a more consistent and even a higher score. As always, from all of us here at Go Shooting, we hope this little video helps. We look forward to seeing you at one of our ranges really soon.